Loss, obviously. 2 times in 3 weeks we've had an opportunity right at the end, and unfortunately didn't get it done. So it's no doubt that that would have been a good one to have.
Aaron Wilson.
JJ, it looked like the defense, you guys said, became stouter as the game went on. You guys had some good tackles. Uh, what do you, what's your takeaway just basically on the improvement as the game went on? Obviously, you didn't get the win, which is the desired result, but just your thoughts on how you guys played and improved during the game?
Yeah, the first 2 drives obviously weren't what we wanted to start the game, but after that we kind of settled into it and played fairly well. But again, didn't do enough to get the job done at the end of the day. Um, and unfortunately, that's the way it went.
JJ, with Rivers and his quick release, how tough is that just because he's so experienced at getting the ball out and getting it to the right guy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as a pass rusher, it's extremely frustrating because there was a time I was literally unblocked and you can't get there. So it's very frustrating. He knows that. I mean, he doesn't want to take the hits, and so he's very, very good at it. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time, and he knows where his guys are. He knows who's open, and he finds that guy extremely quickly and gets the ball to him. So you got to give him a lot of credit. He's been playing this game for a long time.
John McClain.
JJ, I know it's hard to lose, but are you encouraged by the way you guys bounced back from your performance at Chicago?
I mean, every week in this league is a new game, and I thought we came in here and competed, and we didn't start the game we wanted to, but we had a chance right at the end, and we just didn't get it done.
Aaron Wilson.
JJ, obviously, you guys haven't had the season you'd hoped for. What is the thing with the last couple of weeks? I guess it's just play for pride, that kind of thing. What do you hope for in those last couple of games now?
Yeah, I mean, we're competitors, obviously athletes. You want to go out there and play well. You want to win. It's just athlete in you. It's the competitor in you. So that's what you go out there and do is you try and play good football and try and get some wins. And that's all you can do, really.
Brandon Scott.
JJ, you mentioned earlier how these are 2 games in the last 3 weeks where it was right there at the end. What is it like for you being on the sideline for both of those? Kind of just not having any control and having to watch those from the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't let him go down the previous drive, we wouldn't have been on the sideline for it. So, um, we had an opportunity to do it, and we didn't. So I can't. We lost.
Great. Thanks so much, JJ.
A tough loss. When you guys were down there, were you thinking, hey, we've got them and you're going to come back and at least tie the game?
Oh, absolutely. When we figured out we had a chance, that's the type of confidence that, we have and you're supposed to have. We had a chance and, things come up. It's unfortunate, but, we got to continue to battle, which we did, and gave ourselves a shot.
He caught a touchdown earlier in the game. He's contributed a lot since he started playing a bunch, but then loses the fumble. Big play by Darius Leonard. For your vantage point, what did you see on the play, and just what do you say to Kiki when everyone can make a mistake?
First and foremost, I tell Kiki, he got us in that position with the huge touchdown that he got early, and continue to keep his head up. I know it hurts being there before, but you got to keep fighting. At the end of the day, all he was trying to do was just put his team in a position to win a game, and with time limited. He was trying to make a play, and you can't fault him for that. You got to respect for his fight. And, I just tell him to keep on going.
John McClain.
Brandon, how much did it hurt to have to settle for field goals when you got so close to the goal line 2 times?
Yeah, anytime you play in a team like that, you would rather come up with touchdowns than field goals. But, that was the name of the game today. We continue to give ourselves a chance by putting points on the board. But somehow, some way, we would love to capitalize on touchdowns in those situations.
Mark Berman.
Brandon, how did Kiki respond to you when you spent a few minutes with him trying to console him after what happened?
Yeah, he responded well. You talk about a fighter, it hurts right now. And I told him that's all right. But, his response was great. Knowing the type of guy that he is, going to come in, get back to work, put it behind him and learn from him. And that's all you can do.
How stunning is it the way this team has lost to the Colts in the last couple of weeks?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Brandon, same thing I asked JJ. You guys have a couple of weeks left. Obviously, what do you hope for in the last couple of weeks? What's still in front of you guys, in your opinion?
First and foremost, just from us players and coaches, that we go out there and continue to give it our all, play our best football. I think that's very important. You rather finish off the season on the positive than just going out there and trying to get the season over with. So that's what I expect from our team, and I think we showed that today, and we're going to continue to show that throughout the week in practice.
You were able to play today. How did you come out of the game? Did your neck feel good today?
Felt great.
Great. Thanks so much, Brandon.
All right. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Chad Hansen.
Chad, if you could take us through your touchdown. It's the first of your career in a regular season game. What did that mean to you, just get in the end zone?
Man, it meant a lot, First and foremost, it kind of put us back into the game a little bit. But it was just a great play call, play action. The linebackers grabbed on that, and I was kind of wide open. And, Deshaun gave me a good ball and kind of a walk-in touchdown. So that was awesome. And just a lot of emotions.
And to on Saturday sign a contract to be up from the practice squad, what did that mean to you to be a part of the 53-man roster and not be on the up and down thing with the practice squad anymore?
It was just a culmination of a lot of hard work and perseverance and, blood, sweat, and tears. It's been a long journey, and by no means is it over. It's just the beginning, I think. So, it was awesome to get that opportunity and to do the most with it. That's all I can do is do the most with the opportunities that are given to me.
Adam Wexler.
Hey, Chad, twice now the last 3 weeks, you needed to go the length of the field to get yourselves in position to try to tie or win the game. How's Deshaun Watson in the huddle during those drives? Is he any different than he is at any other point in the game? And where's y'all's confidence level that y'all are going to get down there?
No, he's cool, calm, and collected always. So, you look at him and you understand, like, he's going to make plays, so just do your job and he's going to get you the ball. And, it's awesome to be playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. There's not many people that can do what he does, and having him in the 2-minute drives, we know like we always have a chance, no matter how much time's on the clock, no matter how far we got to go. With Deshaun in the huddle, we know we always got a chance.
John McClain.
Ed, can you go back to the when you were lining up for the play that was a touchdown, what you did to get so open?
Well, I think if I remember correctly, it was kind of a tempo play. Trying to trap their personnel in the field. We were kind of in a big personnel, so it was a run heavy look. So the play fake kind of sucked up the linebackers, and I knew that I was looking over to the other side and saw the corner run with Brandon. So Brandon took both the corner and the safety, and I knew once that happened, I was going to be wide open. So it was just kind of tempoing down, making sure I stay in bounds and making a play.
Cody Stutes.
Chad, how many times over the past 4+ seasons or so did you imagine something like this finally happening for you? I mean, you've been on, I think this is your 6th team. The Jets move on from you. You bounce around. You come here to Houston. You stick around. You get your opportunity. You make the most of it. They sign you the contract. You score today. How many times over the past 4 years did you think this was going to be the case? How many times was it tough to, go into work each day? Just kind of take us through, maybe some of the grind that you had to go through.
Yeah, I think that's the word for it, is a grind. Just being on the practice squad for 2.5 years, that's a grind, and it's kind of demoralizing a little bit, because I knew once I got my opportunity that I would be able to play in this league, because I that's the confidence I had. And after the preseason and the training camp that I had, I felt like I could have, made the team and helped the team. And I think I'm showing that now. It's just a culmination of a lot of hard work.
Mark Berman.
Chad, did you have a chance to talk to Kiki either after that play or in the locker room?
Yeah.
Can you take us through it? What you said to him, maybe what his response was, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, Kiki's a great player. We were in that position because of him. I mean, he scored that touchdown when we were kind of getting stopped there a little bit, in the fourth quarter. So him going down there and just trying to make a play, you can't fault him for that. And I think that's the reaction that we all have in the locker room is, keep your head up, because we know you're a great player. We need you. And, it's obviously tough for him now, but he's going to come back, bounce back, and respond. And, we're going to need him to win games. So, yeah.
Thanks so much, Chad.
Yeah. Thank you.
Did you have a chance to either speak with Kiki or hear what he talk to him either after that play or in the locker room after that tough play?
Yeah, I just told him to keep his head up, man. It's tough. I know he's probably feeling worse than anyone on the team. And I know he wanted to score and he wanted to do everything he could for the team. And it's just a tough outcome for him. And I just told him to keep his head up. He has a lot of games left, and, just build from it and learn from it.
How stunning is it the way you guys have lost these guys 2 of the last 3 weeks?
It's honestly unbelievable. We have so much momentum going in at the end of the game. I felt like we were starting to move the ball after the halftime, it's just tough the way the outcomes are, man. This is a playoff team, and we played them down to the wire both games, and we had a chance, and it just wasn't our day for each game.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, David, not the results that you want, but you did get heavily involved in the passing game or productive, kind of like some things you did earlier in your career with Arizona. What was that like to get to contribute in the passing game? Looked like you and Deshaun got into a rhythm.
Felt good. It felt good. Like you said, being utilized that way, and really just helping out the offense, helping out the team, getting momentum, getting everybody's composure, and getting everyone in the game. The best part, it was a tough loss, but it felt good to help out the offense and do everything that I can. I still always have plays where I think I could have did a lot better. Some of the blitz pickups I missed, and I just want to build from it.
What did you think of Deshaun's play overall, keeping you guys in the game? And I was under some duress earlier in the game with some of the rush, but just overall how he did.
Oh, he's he's a baller for sure. The way he plays, like I said, he keeps us in the game. Whenever Deshaun's in, we always got a chance, no matter what the score is or who we're playing. And he's always going to try to make plays. He's always going to get the ball where it needs to be. And it's just, I feel bad for him because I can tell that, it hurts for me, but I can tell it hurts him a lot. Just the way that, we've been losing. And sometimes I feel like I need to do more to help him out.
Adam Wexler.
A couple of things, David. You just mentioned it for the second time. Maybe there's a little bit more you can do. What do you think of that play right before the QT fumble? He throws to you on the flat, and there's you and the linebacker out there. Did you see a lot of green in front of you? Did you think you could shed him and maybe get more?
Definitely. I definitely should have. I think I hesitated, and that's what slowed me down. It gave him a chance to close the distance from the hesitation, and I definitely thought I had green grass. I should have at least got, the first down, and I should have, broken the tackle, but, it was a good play by him.
And then earlier this week, you had talked about trying to get more involved. Maybe there's more you can do, sharper routes, or get Watson to have a little more trust in you. Was anything really different today, or was it simply he just threw you the ball more?
I think, honestly, I did feel like I left some of the routes on the field. We had a couple of routes where I should have did a little bit better on my detail, wherever the leverage was on that the defender was giving me. I should have utilized a little bit more. But I think it just was, I was open and he was throwing it to me. It's just how the Colts were defending us and helped out, with me being open.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, David, you kind of mentioned earlier just about the nature of how you guys have lost both these games to them. And even if you also consider the game against Tennessee where, you don't get the 2-point conversion, if you just think about all those games, do you consider all that to be a matter of execution and things you guys could have done better and change the result? Or some of that just like the breaks of the game and kind of just how things bounce your way sometimes and not your way others?
I think for the most part, like Coach always says, it's execution. Little details make a big difference in football, where a little mess up or, alignment or anything could change the outcome of a play or a game. And I think just little details where, I missed a blitz pickup or didn't get the first down like we were talking about in the flat. Just those things really, really hurt us.
Aaron Wilson.
And David, I wanted to ask you about DeForest Buckner. I know you don't play on the offensive line, but you guys are all involved in trying to block a player like that. 5 sacks in 2 games against you guys. So what do you think of him as a ball player?
He's a great ball player. I talked to him last game. I joked with him and said, I'm sick of playing against him because he was at the 49ers when I was at the Cardinals, and we ended up playing each other again. And he's just a tall guy, man. He's hard to block because of his length and his explosiveness, and he's young. So he's just a guy who likes to disrupt whatever the play is on offense, and we definitely had to key in on him.
David, I asked some of the other guys this question, but the last couple of weeks, obviously not a lot to play for in terms of anything with stakes, with the mathematical elimination for the playoffs. But what do you hope to accomplish the last couple of weeks just to try to, end the year on a positive note?
Yeah, even though we don't have, playoffs, I think just for pride and competition, we never want to just give up as a football player, as a competitor. I know a lot of people, my family members, a lot of teammates always say, you never know when your last play is, your last game, and you try to make the most of every opportunity that you get. And so for me, I just want to finish strong, build, and try to have some momentum going into the offseason and to next year.
Thanks so much, David.
Thank you, guys.
Through your emotions when you saw the play with Kiki develop the way it happened? And I mean, the look on your face was one of really disbelief, but and did you have a chance to talk to him after that kind of thing?
Yeah, I spoke to him. I just told him to keep his head up because he was one of the guys from the last time 2 weeks ago where he came over and, made sure I was in good spirits too, me and Nick. So, vice versa, got to, share the love. He did his, what he to make sure we get in position. And, that's just a tough break. Players like that happen and it just didn't go our way. But yeah, that last play, I know exactly what they're going to do. It was really like reminiscent from last year. We had a situation where we're in the same position, not necessarily the situation of the game, but in the red zone, same end zone, everything, where they ran the same coverage. And I missed Kiki, or I think a number 2 guy underneath. So I knew exactly what they were going to do, gave it to him, and he almost split it, and he just got knocked out right when he was trying to reach the ball over or try to get some extra yards. But he's going to be fine, and, we just got to, push forward and just get ready for Cincy.
David Johnson just said he feels especially bad for you, the way y'all have lost these close games. How devastating is this for you personally to see how this has developed?
I mean, it's tough, but I'm not going to lose my faith. I'm not going to lose my spirits in this organization and what we can do. My confidence and my level of play and leadership is going to continue to grow, and just charge it to the game. It's part of life. It's part of the career, and nobody want this to happen, but you just got to go through tough times before you get to the brighter ones.
John McClain.
Deshaun, how much did it hurt you guys today to get down close to their goal line and have to settle for field goals?
It's tough. I mean, not just for today, but anytime we get down there, I want to score points. I want to score touchdowns, and it's just kind of frustrating where we got to settle for field goals, and it's always good to just continue to get points, but at the same time, once we get, like I said before, that elite level, we got to be able to score touchdowns and really take the game to another level. So yeah, it gets frustrating at times, but we just got to keep composure and keep pushing forward.
You got the ball to Kali Waring 2 times. He made 2 good catches. Was that the play, or was that just options you had? And what did you think about the way he caught the ball?
Yeah, it was options. He ran 2 good routes, and he's strong with strong with the ball in his hands, and he's a guy that you just got to continue to build reps with and confidence. And he's starting to come along. He's been hurt for the past 2 years, and now fully getting healthy and learning the system and finally get some reps in a real live game. So it was good to see him out there and see him confident and pumped up about those 2 catches.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Deshaun, you talked before about DeForest Buckner and the kind of competitor he is. 5 sacks in 2 games against you guys. Just what do you think of DeForest and just the kind of player he is?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy that they paid him for a reason. They went and got him for a reason. So he's a guy that makes a lot of plays for that defense and do a good job for him.
How happy were you for Chad? I know he didn't get the victory, but for Chad, that's his first NFL touchdown, and he's obviously worked very hard to get to this point to be on the active roster and make plays.
Yeah, most definitely. It was good to him. I was hoping that he didn't run out of bounds. He kept running full speed. So I kind of hit a 2 ball and kind of left it inside so he can redirect. And he did a good job of, stopping on the dime to catch the ball. But I'm, excited for him. And this is what he's been working for, to be able to play at a high level against a playoff team and be productive. So he's definitely a guy that's helping us, be successful and just going to continue to grow.
Brendan Scott.
Hey, Deshaun, you targeted David Johnson quite a bit in the passing game today. What was different about today that allowed him to be such a viable option in the passing game for you?
It's just options that popped open. They were sinking a lot, and they were trying to keep everything underneath because they know we like to take shots downfield, and they respect that. So we just kind of dump it off and let the guys go to work.
Christy Reekin.
Deshaun, what's the message to the team as you guys try to finish out the season on a positive note these next couple of weeks?
Just keep working, keep fighting, have some pride, have respect for the game and this organization and your families and the name on the back of your jerseys, and go out there and play. It's we're eliminated and haven't been winning the last 2 weeks, but at the same time, this is a profession. This is your job. So what you put on film each and every Sunday, that's going to dictate your future. So no one's going out there, lollygagging or anything like that. We want to go out there and win and have some pride with it.
Two more. Adam Wexler.
Hey, Deshaun, I'm sure you and Tim and everybody involved in the offense looking for reasons why maybe things aren't clicking early and then they get that way late. It's happened in several games. Do you see anything over the course of even inside this game where things have changed for y'all? You get in that rhythm. What's changing in your mind?
We just gotta get in a rhythm. That's the biggest thing. Sometimes we start fast, sometimes we don't. It just depends. But you can't let that. It's early in the game. We play a team that we just played 2 weeks ago, so we got to figure out what they're doing differently. They did a lot of different things differently. I talked to the DC afterwards and told him about it. And he was like, "Yeah, that's what we had to do. We had to switch up some different things because that defense is a bend but don't break defense, and they play a lot of zone coverages and a lot of different things that they do. You know exactly what they're going to do, but today they wanted to try to mix it around and do some different things. So it just you got to figure it out sometimes, and then we get things going."
Last question for John McClain.
Deshaun, did you guys change anything in the pass protection in the second half? Because it was a lot better.
No, we did what we did, honestly. I already got the ball out to the backs and slowed down those guys because, they're going to pursue to the ball. But, no, honestly, the O-line just did what they did. They just, turned on another gear and they were playing their tails off. So I respect them for that.
Thanks so much, Deshaun. That's it.